4,500 years ago, before electricity, before modern tools, before the wheel was commonly used, humans built something so large, so mysterious, that even today, with all our science and machines, we still don't know exactly how they did it. This is the story of the Great Pyramid of Giza. Not just a monument, but a puzzle that has outlived its creators by thousands of years. And what scientists have recently discovered inside might completely change how we understand human history. The Great Pyramid of Giza is the oldest of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. It's also the only one still standing. It was built around 2560 BCE as a tomb for Pharaoh Khufu. But calling it just a tomb is like calling Mount Everest a small hill. It's made of 2.3 million stone blocks. Each block weighs between 2 and 80 tons. The structure originally stood 146 meters tall. That's like a modern 40-story building. But here's what makes it truly strange. No machines, no cranes, no steel, not even iron tools. And still, the base of the pyramid is perfectly level, accurate within just a few centimeters. The entire structure is aligned almost exactly to true north. Even today, most buildings aren't that precise. So how was this even possible? Over the years, many theories have been proposed. One of the oldest theories is the straight ramp. Historians believe the Egyptians built a massive ramp alongside the pyramid, dragging stones to the top using ropes, sleds, and thousands of men. But to safely reach the top, that ramp would need to be more than a mile long. It would require even more material than the pyramid itself. And strangely, no trace of such a ramp has ever been found. Another theory suggests there's a hidden spiral ramp inside the pyramid. This was proposed by French architect Jean-Pierre Houdin. He believed workers dragged the stones upward through a secret spiral tunnel as the pyramid rose. Some modern scans have shown strange shapes inside the pyramid walls that seem to support this, but no one has been able to fully confirm it or open the path. Some experts suggest they use simple but clever wooden tools, like rollers, levers, and balancing cradles, to move the blocks. Ancient art shows workers using ropes and wooden sleds, but for the heaviest stones, some weighing 80 tons, the force required is still hard to believe. There's also a more radical theory, that the stones weren't carved and moved, but cast in place like concrete. Some scientists believe the Egyptians used a secret mixture of limestone sludge, which was poured into molds and hardened like stone. It would explain the smooth surfaces and unusual chemical structures found in some blocks. But again, there's no solid proof, and many geologists insist the stone is natural, not artificial. Then there's a darker idea that we've simply lost an entire field of ancient knowledge. Not aliens, but advanced human engineering skills that were passed down orally, never written, and eventually lost with time. What if we're missing a whole chapter of our history? What if the people of that time knew more than we think? In 2017, scientists from Japan and France used muon scanning, a method that uses cosmic particles, to see inside the pyramid without breaking it. And what they found shocked the world. A giant hidden void, 30 meters long, was discovered above the Grand Gallery. That's the size of a passenger plane. No one knows what it is. No one knows why it was made. Is it a secret chamber, a structural feature, a trap? For now, it remains sealed, a mystery inside a mystery. It's not just scientists who are confused. Even modern engineers have failed to replicate it. In 1978, a Japanese team tried to build a small pyramid using only ancient tools. They couldn't. The copper chisels broke. The sleds didn't work on dry sand. Eventually, they gave up and used helicopters and cranes. If we can't do it with our knowledge and tech, how did they? There's another mystery. Unlike other tombs, the Great Pyramid has no writing inside, no hieroglyphs, no decorations, no mummies. It's just empty chambers, strange shafts that lead to the sky, and silence. Some of these shafts align perfectly with stars, like Orion's belt in Sirius. Could the pyramid have been an observatory, a machine for the soul, a symbolic message to the stars? We may never know. For years, people believed slaves built the pyramids. But in 1990, that idea was destroyed. Archaeologists discovered the remains of a workers' village near the site. These people weren't slaves. They were skilled workers. They were fed well, cared for when injured, and even given proper burials. Their bones showed signs of heavy labor, but also respect. The pyramid wasn't just built by force, it was a national effort, a symbol of pride. And maybe that's the real story here. The Great Pyramid isn't just a monument, it's a message from the past, that humans, united in purpose, can create something that lasts thousands of years. In a world where everything breaks, rusts, or gets replaced, the pyramid stands tall, unmoving, unsolved, unshaken. You can measure a civilization not by what it destroys, but by what it builds to last. And 4,500 years later, the pyramids are still standing.